Hello everyone, hello everyone, hello everyone. Okay, today we are going to work with our activity book, page 54 and on. So get your pencil ready because you're going to write a lot. Let's go to page 54 and try to find the answers for the first exercise. Find the words and label the pictures. So let's take a look at the pictures. What we have here, you can think in Spanish if you prefer that. What are these guys here? ¿Qué son? Mineros. Very good. How do you say that word in English? Now let's try to find it. This one here. We have this one here. What is that? In Spanish we call it carreta, but that doesn't sound like the English word. In English it's a different one. Very, very different. So think about it. This place is really, really close. I mean, in Spanish and English is pretty, very, very similar. So you can find that. Number 4 is also very similar in English and in Spanish. It's pretty much the same. What is happening here is it's something that is falling because the rope got broken. When things like that happen, like when you sleep on a banana peel and you fall, this is called in this way. Okay? And finally, not finally but close, we have this little town. How is it called? Number 6. Look at the animal. We talked about the animal during our reading in the previous video. Okay, let's answer this. I am going to give you a few minutes so you can answer that. If your English skills are good, you will be able to answer that just thinking about the meaning of the words in Spanish and then just translating them. If not, you can go and read the book and find the answers. I'm going to pause the video and answer the questions. Okay, so number 1. What is number 1? There you go, miners. Miners, that is the word. Now number 2. Let's look at the picture in number 2. Here we have the picture. Number 2 is wagon. Wagon. Very good. Number 3. Look. Number 3 is cemetery. It's almost the same as in Spanish, isn't it? But this one, the number 4, is practically the same as in Spanish. Accident. Very good. Number 5. This is a word that has a kind of difficulty because of the pronunciation. Billish. Billish. This is the answer. Billish. B-I-L-L-A-H. Billish. Remember that in English, never say it or never pronounce the last letter when the letter is E. If it's E, you don't say that. You have only billish. Okay, what about number 6? Let's go up. Okay, and this is a mule. There you go. You got it. Now, what you're going to do is this word search. I always hated the word searches. Siempre he detestado las sopas de letras, but it's very entertaining sometimes. So we're going to look for the 5, not the 5, but the 6 words. The first one, miners. Can you find it? There you go. Now the next one, wagon. Here it is. The next one here is number 3, cemetery. And there you got cemetery. Number 5, accident. Of course, is there. And that was number 4. Number 5, billish. Here is billish. Number 6, the mule. Here is the mule. And there you go. That's what you should have now. Okay? Now we're going to work with the definitions in exercise B. The definitions for each of these things. Number 1, we have this one. It says a place where dead people, this is important, dead people are buried. Dead people. Of course it's the cemetery. Now the next one. Read the sentence, the definition. Noun, a cart with 4 wheels. Pulled by horse or donkeys. Probably you don't know what pulled is. Probably you know. I'm not sure. But this word, carts. 4 wheels, that's something that you should know. So the answer is, there you go, wagon. Number 3, strong animal. Animal. The only one here that is an animal is number 6, people. The only animal that you have here is number 6. So the answer should be mule. Perfect. Now, person. Excavates. Person here. These are the only persons. So we're going to write that, but only in singular because we're talking about a minor, not minors. The next one, small town. Small town. Small town. Village. This is the only place, a town, a small town. Village. And number 6, an unintentional event. Unintentional event that causes injury or damages. Of course, is this. Look, it's falling. So this should be accident. And there you go. You have this page answer. Total time to answer this, it should take should take about 5 to 10 minutes top. That's the time that you should consume doing this, that you should use solving this. Okay, let's go to the next page. Page 55. We're going to use these words. These are verbs, and some of them are in the ing form, like this one here that says crumbling. Crumbling. Remember what crumble is? Desmoronar. Crumbling. Desmoronándose. That's what it means, the ing. Ando, yendo. Falling, cayendo. Fall, caer. Falling, cayendo. So that's what it will mean. Okay, you're going to use these words to solve this one here. You can go, or you probably will go to the reading book in case you can't find the answer. If you know the meaning of these words in English and in Spanish, you will be able to put them in the correct place. If you don't know, you can go to the reading book, look for some of the words that you have here, and then you can solve that. So we're going to use both of them. We're going to take some time for this. So let's do it. The first sentence says, when they arrived, the walls of the houses were what? And the roofs. So you can go and do some scanning on the reading and try to find this phrase, walls of the houses. So you do some scanning, try to find walls of the houses. No, I can find them here. Next page. Okay, these are the pictures that I showed you. Walls of the houses. No. Walls of the houses. No. Walls of the houses. Yes, here it is. The walls of the houses. That's what we were looking. The walls of the houses were crumbling, and the roofs were falling in. Okay, now we found them. Let's copy them. So, as I said before, crumbling and falling are the first 2 words. Now, the number 2. Many men what? Many men what? Yellow fever. They what? Let's look for that in the reading book. Page 103. Here are the answers. Look at that. Here you have the phrases. So, the answers are, many men contracted yellow fever. They abandoned their machinery and went to Jalapa. Let's do the next one. Now we are going well. Okay. You need to remember where you found the words in the first place. Like, for example, this one here, wagons. So we have it here. The wagons got stuck in the mud, and that's what we need to write here. The wagons got stuck in the mud, and the men struggled to free them. Next one. After nearly 1 year. Here we have the phrase, nearly 1 year after, it should be here, arriving, the men, etc., finally marched. After nearly 1 year, the men marched into Real del Monte. They had brought the Industrial Revolution to Latin America. So what we're going to do now is to write the numbers 1, 2, 3, and 4 of these sentences and the pictures. Take some time, take your time, and solve it. I'm going to give you the answer in a minute, in a second actually. A 5-second pause. It should take less than a minute to you to solve it in real time. Here we go. Number 1 is this picture. Here, number 1, number 2, number 3, number 4. Number 1, house is crumbling. Number 2, many men contracted yellow fever. Here we have the man. Number 3, wagons got stuck. Here are the wagons stuck. And number 4, they marched into Real del Monte. There you go. Now in this map, we're going to write the places they came from and they went from and they passed through. This place here, what is that? You're right, that is England. What about number 2, where they landed? Veracruz, that's right. Number 3, Real del Monte. That was perfect. That was perfect. Absolutely perfect. Now let's try to solve this. We didn't do this in class, but we can look for that. Okay, let's go to the page where we can find that information. On page 101, you have the information that you need. So let's go to page 101. Okay, this is where we should go. Now let's look for the questions that we have here. First, number of ships. Let's read the numbers. The men and equipment they needed were in a place called Cornwall, over 5,000 miles away. In spring, 4. This is the answer. 4 ships. So here we're going to write 4. Now the second one, number of men. With 100 Cornish miners. 100 Cornish miners. So what we're going to write here is 100. Now the amount of equipment. 15 tons of equipment. 15 tons of equipment. 1,500 tons. Actually, I'm going to say something in a few seconds. 1,500 tons. That's it. Now the distance. The distance is very clear here. Here we have the distance. 5,000 miles away. 5,000 miles away. Let's write it. There you go. 5,000 miles. Now, numbers, big numbers. It's important for you to remember this, that sometimes you're going to have numbers that you can say, numbers that you will have sometimes problems trying to remember. That is natural. 100, 100. This number in particular here, the one that I'm going to highlight, is a big number, 1,500. But in English, because of the length, debido a lo largo del número 1,500, muchas veces la gente dice 1,500, 1,500, and that works. Y funciona. You can say 1,500 or you can say 1,500. That's why I hesitated a bit there. Anyway, the thing is this. We have finished this part and we should go to the next page. We did these two pages, 54 and 55, in actual class. We did that. And we also solved this part. I was able to put the audio number 27, and then the students were able to identify this. So here I will not have time because we only have 30 seconds left. Solo tenemos 13 segundos and I will not be able to finish this. Y no voy a poder terminar esto. En clase sí lo logramos. En la próxima ocasión no voy a poner el audio. Aquí están las respuestas. Pero no lo voy a poner ahorita, pero sí en la próxima sesión. Vamos a tratar de hacer una sesión un poco más larga para finalizar todo. Muchas gracias por todo. Thank you very much. We're going to see new material in the next class. Vamos a ver nuevo material en la próxima clase. Bye.